Coach, what can you say about Embiid's clutch free throw shooting down the stretch of this one?
Yeah, first of all, it was excellent. You know, got the right guy up there shooting them, that's for sure. I mean, I would say that I thought we didn't maybe finish the game quite like we wanted to there. I mean, great performance, a lot of good stuff, etc. But as everybody's seeing around the league, there's some wild finishes in the games. You know, they're not over at 9 points and a minute to go and all those kind of things. So we got to make sure we're just locked in and get to 48 a little more solidly. But certainly give Joel credit for getting open and then knocking them down. Yep.
They had won 6 in a row. So overall, as you peer down at the stats, what do you think were the biggest reasons you were able to snap the streak?
I just thought we did a better job than we did the last couple games in guarding the basketball and being more physical. I talked about before the game of you know, us getting into them and showing some physicality. You know, we held them to 43% from the field. And after the first half, I thought we started challenging the threes a little better. And we hit the open man tonight. Like, we got to do that. 30 assists, and guys at the end of them were making shots. So those things were the keys.
How is it that Maxey and Melton combined for 15 rebounds from the guard positions, and how important is that?
Yeah, I mean, it's really important. I think that I said this in preseason, that anytime you have a good rebounding team, in general, if your team's a good rebounding team, that your guards are always, you know, picking off 3, 4, 5 here and there. Melt has kind of consistently done it, and it was great to see Tyrese run a few down. And I mean, it's a 5-man job, and tonight they were in positions to scoop them up.
Sorry if you already answered something similar to this, but just how would you describe those last couple of minutes? Just that some, like, it looked like you guys had it, and then just kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I think did talk about it a little bit, Gina, but just gotta like everybody's watching games around the league this year, and there's a lot of finishes that are what you would consider wild, but it's almost the norm now. Like, you really got to finish. There's just no time to relax and not execute. Right, and we didn't. We had wrong guy take it out of bounds once. We threw it into a guy that wasn't supposed to be up in the front court. We, you know, like we threw it into the back court with 3 minutes to go, when you can't go in the back court till there's 2 minutes to go. You know, just we got to get better at that. We got to clean it up. I mean, if you want to be a really good team, you don't do that kind of stuff.
I mean, we talk so much about so many aspects of Joel's game, but for him to calmly just go to the free throw line and sink all of those free throws, like, how valuable is that for you guys too?
Well, obviously he put the game away. Again, give them credit. They just kept finding a way to close that gap down. I think it was 9 with 49 seconds to go. Again, another little bit of misexecution. We foul them on a 3. We give a couple quick, you know, they kept going for the quick 2. We were trying to not give up a 3, so they took them and they were quick. But the biggest thing is he made them. The second biggest thing is he broke to get open. Like, he broke to get open to get the ball. So that was pretty good.
You were down a couple wings today, but Batum, the game he had, Covington, it seemed like you got some nice lifts there from a couple.
I thought all those guys. I thought Nick played really well, all around. He was really good defensively. For the most part, Tobias was really solid as well. And I thought the combination of Pat, Marcus, Robert, Paul, second time around, right, really played good. They were the ones in there to start the fourth when we kind of opened up the game, and they were doing a lot of things to try to get the ball out of Tyrese's hands. Gave him a lot of credit because he still kept scoring buckets, and then when they had to make reads, they made them all, and then they made the shots out of them. So really good job by those guys.
I think Shea had 19 in the first half. What were the biggest keys to slowing him down in the second half?
Yeah, again, I just thought we did a better job of kind of settling into seeing some of the things they were running. We did again. I thought we got a little bit better in front of him here and there. And then I was hoping he wasn't going to make every shot he took tonight like he did in the first half, and he had a few bounce out, which was key.
How does it feel for you and the staff to go 2 for 2 on your coach's challenges tonight?
Good. Those were excellent. our coach that in charge of that, John Corbaccio, did a great job. He called them, and not only that, he gave some good information that I could kind of relay, like, the guy slid after Tyrese was in the air, and the ref kind of said, the ref that called it said, I wouldn't, that was a charge, and I said, oh, he slid. Information, and he said, oh, maybe, okay. So then he went and looked, and that's exactly what they saw and called. So they were big. They were all big. Yep.
It seems like a stressful job for a coach to make. How do you establish that collaboration?
It is super stressful for him, right? He's watching it quick. He's got to take a lot into account. There's some things like that lean in your, that lean towards doing it sometimes. Tyrese is fourth. Right, you might do that one even if you think it's a little iffy, but I just tell him, man, make a decision. I never get mad at him when we're wrong. Right, it's part of, you got to make a lot of decisions in this game as a coach, and you mess a bunch up. Right, so I try to give him as much confidence as I can to do it, and do it with some confidence, and live with the results. Yep. Thanks everybody. Yep.
Sorry for being tardy.